Brittany, and welcome back to Brittyween 2021. So today's video, I am often asked about what my favorite ghost story is, what my favorite urban legend is. I think it's pretty obvious. My favorite urban legend, I'd have to say, is Bloody Mary. I just love the whole story of her. I'm obsessed with mirrors, clearly. That sounds very vain, but I mean, I'm just obsessed with like how they're portals and all this crazy demonic shit happens back there, and my evil twin Veronica lives in the mirror, so I live, but I just love mirror stories and Bloody Mary. But today, I'm gonna tell you guys my favorite ghost story. I've talked about this story before on my channel. It's been quite a few years though, and since it's Halloween season, I mean, why not bring it back? This story has stayed with me since I was a kid. It has freaked me out so much. And this location is actually on my bucket list. It is a dream of mine to go to. It's in Alabama. You might already know the ghost of Condi Cunningham, the story of Condi Cunningham. So let's get into it. This story is also known as the Girl on Fire. So back in 1908, the University of Montevallo campus was actually the Alabama Girls Industrial School. On the night of February 4th of 1908, Condi Cunningham and her roommate were making hot chocolate on a chafing dish in their room. When the curfew signal sounded, the two girls began to clean up their items. In their rush, the container of alcohol that worked as fuel for the burner spilled over and onto Condi's nightgown. Her nightgown was then caught on fire, which caused her to panic, of course. Condi ran down the hallway, screaming. In an attempt to put out the fire, her roommate threw a rug on her, but it was to no avail. 2 days later, on February 6th, Condi Cunningham died in a hospital from her injuries. Soon after her death, an image appeared on the door to her room. It was an image of a girl screaming with her hair in flames. Now this door has been replaced several times, but the image continues to reappear. I have goosebumps all over me just telling this story, thinking about this story. I think what has really freaked me out about it, I mean, it's tragic, it's horrible, but as a kid, watching the reenactments of it on Scary But True, and the way Condi looked, she had a white nightgown on, long black hair. She looked very much like Samora Morgan in the reenactments. And ever since Condi passed away, there's been strange paranormal activity going on in that school. And Condi is a nice spirit, of course. She's not bad, but I just think it's her appearance, how she just resembles Samora, according to the reenactment. So that's all I see. So today, the school is known as the University of Montevallo in Alabama. And one night, so to get into the paranormal activity, one night there was a girl who was sleeping. She woke up and she saw a girl sitting at the dresser, and she thought it was her roommate. She didn't have her glasses on, so her vision was kind of fuzzy, but she saw a girl and she was just brushing her hair, and she looked over at her. When she finally put on her glasses and noticed it wasn't her roommate was actually sleeping beside her in the bed, and Condi noticed her. Like, I have chills. Condi saw her. Woo! Like the fact that she even knew that. Ugh, I don't know why it freaks me out so much, but I'm seeing the reenactment in my head, so it's scaring me, but I'm living at the same time. So Condi noticed that the girl noticed her, and then she just vanished. And the girl was freaked out. She woke up her roommate and said Condi was just sitting there brushing her hair. What the heck? I think what freaks me out too is how long was Condi sitting there brushing her hair? There's been many reports of a female voice screaming coming from the hallways, and the sounds of her running, just like the night when she caught on fire and she's running down the hallways screaming for her life. That is what many people there have reported hearing in the middle of the night. So how traumatizing is that? And then of course when they get out of their rooms, there's nobody out there, but people all heard it. And then I'll never forget this one girl. She was going to use the shower in the bathroom, I mean obviously, and oh, I got chills just thinking about it. Nobody was there that day. She thought she was all alone, like she didn't see anybody, and she was going in the bathroom. I think she was like in the stall before she took a shower or something. Anyways, she heard somebody open the door, walking towards a stall, walking into the stall, closing the door, and then screaming. That freaked her out, and nobody was there. That, like, nobody was there. I wonder if she looked under, though, if she could see if there was, you know, someone's legs or something. You know what I mean? That, I don't know. I think when spirits are screaming, it's so sad, but it's so scary. Like, I honestly, you guys know, like, I'm so brave and everything, but truthfully, I really believe if I was alone and I heard somebody screaming, especially a female spirits freak me out more than males. They do. Live for them though, obviously. But if I heard screaming, I think I'd be paralyzed. I wouldn't know what to do. I would probably scream. I wouldn't run away because I'd be traumatized and paralyzed. I wouldn't be able to move, first of all. And it's just you'd be so shocked, you know what I mean? Like, what are you supposed to do in that moment? That would freak me out. Just knowing that you're alone and that happens. And Condi's door. The fact that her face would constantly appear in the door and it looks like she's on fire. It looks like she's screaming. And it's been replaced several times. That right there is so creepy. I think they thought since there was so much activity taking place that maybe if they finally removed the door permanently, that it would all stop. And it was making a lot of people uncomfortable as well, just seeing a screaming girl, like her face just appearing in the door. Even after they've replaced this door several times and it still appears. Somebody, like, how does that even happen? So they permanently removed the door and that room is completely sealed off. Now they do still have the door and they actually bring it out during Halloween season, so during October. And you can go to the library or whatever and you can look at it yourself. It is my dream, it's on my bucket list to investigate this place and to hopefully be able to be in Condi's room. I know that it is all sealed off now, but I would love to see the door. I've already looked up where Condi's grave is, so I would love to visit her grave. And I don't know, that's one of my bucket list places to go. And I just have this feeling that Condi would love to talk to me. I don't know, like, it's just, I'm just called to go there. So I will eventually get there and I'm really looking forward to it. The door though gives me the chills. Like, I got goosebumps all over me just talking about it. A lot of people have heard of female talking. Someone's rug was moving on its own. You know, just a lot of activity goes on. So I don't know, but just hearing her running through the hallway screaming, that would, or just being in a stall by myself in the bathroom and hearing somebody walk in and closing the stall beside me or a few over from me and then they're screaming and nobody's there. But I thought I would share that. That is my favorite ghost story. Well, my voice just cracked. What's going on? Am I like 12 years old or something? But so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down below about the ghost of Condi Cunningham. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you rock my world, and the song lyrics Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Birdie44, hashtag Barilla Runs, hey! And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Oh, and one more thing. Beating you.